Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a quick little video reviewing the Gallo paints that I recently purchased in one of my recent hauls. So this goes in a page protector, and I have a swatch book where it's basically just, they all go in page protectors. I used to have like a ring bound watercolor notebook for that, but then I ran out of pages, so I tore them out and now it's all in a binder. So here are the colors that came in the set, and then I added two more. It was this set, and these are the colors that came with it, and I didn't even have to do the swatches because basically they already had the swatches. So here are all the colors. I just cut them out and put them down here. And I did a little, so here's how they look. So what I did was basically I covered the like the names of the swatches that were supposed to go there with washi tape, because I did add two more colors, so I couldn't use the pre-printed swatches. And so the colors that I added was this one, which it's coming out a lot darker, but it's actually like a more orangey red, which was nice because these are very pinkish kind of reds. And then I added this blue, which also was a good addition because it's very different from these blues. This is like a very greenish blue. This is Harbor Blue. It's a greenish blue, and this is Indian Throne Blue, so it's a very cool dark blue. And then this is Aquamarine, which is also like a mix. And then this is more like a kind of like an ultramarine. And the other colors came with it. And then I did these just to kind of like play around with the colors a little bit and get an idea of how they mix. So basically this was the kind of ultramarine with the yellow, and it made this kind of green. And then I made another green, a brighter green, using the aquamarine and the yellow. Then I made a brown using a green and an orange, and another kind of brownish color using the lighter green and orange. And then I made a purple, which came out to be a really nice purple. This was the Juro, which was the kind of the ultramarine color, and the Quin Magenta. And then I wanted to see how it granulates. So these are the specialty colors. It's the Naturno, which is one of their cool mixes. I really like that color. It's like a purplish gray. And here's how it looks, and it does granulate really nicely, as you can see. So it's a purple, but it's a gray. It's kind of like a Payne's gray, but on a purple side instead of a blue side. And then it does have a purple in there too. So that's how that one looks. And then these are the colors. I kind of painted them out because I wanted to see if the additions that I made sense. Because these are the two reds that came in the set. It was a ruby red and a Quin Magenta, and this is the one I added. So that was definitely a good addition because it's a very warm red, whereas both of these are cool reds. So this has been great for cheeks, lips, and you know, body highlights. And then this was the blue that I added, and it felt the most similar to this aqua, but as you can see, they're very different. So that also ended up being a pretty good addition. And then I have a little pocket here for like the different things that came with the set. So that's how they look. And then I did the same, I decided to do the same thing with painting and the different kind of albums that I have, the different watercolor albums that I have, that I did with my Roman Schmal. My previous video about Roman Schmal, I did some paintings, so I did the same amount of paintings in the same notebooks for this set, just to kind of get, I guess, a better sense of comparison. And here's how they look after being used for a little bit. I mean, the paintings are not very big, so obviously it's not like I used a ton of paint. Yeah, so that's how the set looks. All the, like, the additions that I made definitely, you know, fit in. It's a little crowded just because these pans feel slightly bigger, maybe a little bit thicker than normal, but they did all fit in. And this is the paintbrush. I did try it out for one of the paintings. I'll show you. It's a really nice paintbrush. It keeps a really, really thin point, but also you can do, you know, like leaves and stuff like that with it if you flatten it. So that's the paint set. I'll put that here. Okay, we can start with the smaller one. This is the moleskin. And I just did one kind of like long painting in here. Super quick kind of sketch. I just sketched it in pencil. It was like a fashion model, like on a runway type thing, and just kind of threw that down. And then the hair I did all using that Naturno color. In like thicker or more mastone application, it comes out pretty much black, and then it gives you nice purplish highlights, which I really like. So that's that one. That was a quick, maybe 10-minute sort of sketch. Then the next notebook was this one. So these were the Roman Schmal, and this is this one. This is the Gallo. For this, I used a photo reference from Unsplash. You can go in there, and there's lots of people upload different pictures that you can use. And then this was just a little painting that I did that I then went over with a pen or like a liner. And I was trying to do paintings where I could really kind of use all the, like, as you can see, like all the colors have been used, because I wanted to make sure, like, and then you can really see which ones get used the most. I would say like this green, the darker green got used a lot. This brownish color, which is, I think it's a transparent red oxide, which is basically kind of like a burnt sienna. That one got used a lot. And then the Naturno, just because I really like it and I can use it as a black, that got used a lot. And then, like I said, the warm red for cheeks and everything. And here I used the Naturno for the background. I used Naturno plus one of the, I think this like cool green. And you can see, look at the granulation. Isn't that gorgeous? You don't even have to do anything. You just plop the paint down, make sure there's a bunch of water, and then it just granulates for you and does its own thing. And the paint was really nice to work with. It blends into each other very nicely. So I could put down that paint and then the other paint and not really have to mix them in. They just kind of blend into each other without me having to do much. And then here are all the different colors again. Sort of, the colors are coming out a little bit harsher on video than they are in real life, just so you guys know. It's in person it's like a much softer sort of look. Oh, and this is the one I used that paintbrush for. So I could get like really thin lines, like over here for the stalks. I could get really thin lines, but also then like thicken it out for the leaves. So I did this one with that paintbrush, and I really like that paintbrush. So that's that. And then I also did this one again, Pentalic. So all of these so far are not all cotton paper. Oh, you know what? I actually did this one too, just a quick one before. This is using a Gallo paint. So just kind of playing around with it a little bit. And then I did this. This is from a photo reference from Instagram. Somebody's photo of their Blythe doll. The Blythe doll is Wendy Weekender. It's such a cute doll. Okay, I obviously didn't do the doll justice because the doll is much cuter, but I really loved her outfit and her like expression and everything. So that was fun. And yeah, so even though it's a limited range, or it feels kind of limited because the colors are a little wonky, you can get a wide range of colors with it. Like, you know, you can mix them easily and get a really wide range. And then I did this one. This is basically a master study. I'm sure it was an oil painting, but I did it in watercolor and tried to get the colors as close as possible, but they're definitely not perfect. This is Meadow at Moritzburg by Pechstein. I had that in one of my art books, and I just kind of, I really liked the painting, so I decided to do that. And I think it showcases the colors really nicely as well. You can get, you know, obviously like more muted sort of colors and get a muted effect, but you can get really nice, bright, saturated colors too with it. So that's that. And then lastly, I used the block again, the 100% cotton hot press block, and I did this painting. Again, you can get nice bright colors, but you can also get, you know, very sort of muted colors as well. So that's that one, and I obviously didn't use a reference. I just plopped some stuff down and went for it. Yeah, so I hope these like paintings help to kind of showcase, you know, what this paint can do. Like I said, in terms of working with the paint, it's really nice. It's really nice to work with. Yeah, so hope you guys liked the video, found it helpful. If you have any questions about the paint, let me know. I definitely enjoyed working with it, and sometimes it's nice having like a smaller sort of palette and a more limited palette. It's more portable, it's easier to take with you to the couch, and it kind of limits, you know, so you're not doing like 25 colors at the same time. It just kind of limits your options, and sometimes that's not a bad thing. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back later. Bye.